Hey, Brad Morris here at eCourse Adventures, and you are in Soul Fam Studios. This is my happy place where I get to create the kinds of learning experiences that you've gotten to witness at the Great eCourse Adventure. And we have kind of looked at the sales funnel and we realized that a funnel is kind of like, it's a downward spiral. And
it like a toilet flushing or something.
Yeah, totally. You can just, you can hear the toilet flushing, and it's like, who really wants to be flushed down a sales funnel? So this here, this green screen is basically your blank canvas. This is a universe waiting to happen. And when you understand the power of the green screen and the simplicity, you're gonna be blown away at the things that you can create and the ideas that you can come up with and implement in your own life. You seeing this?
Guys, it's Launch Summit. We're so close.
We're almost there. So last week we launched the epic eCourse rap battle where Slick Rick battles B-Rad in a rap battle to take over the e-learning industry.
So first things first, you gotta make a course. So slap together a PowerPoint and PDF resource. Come on, Rick. That's your advice? To make a half-assed e-course without thinking twice?
And so while we were here in the studio that night, I just turned the camera on Blair to ask him to give some tips on how to do proper lighting, because if you're not lighting your green screen properly, then you're gonna run into a whole bunch of problems and the quality of what you create is not going to be as awesome as you want it to be. So here's Blair, and Blair's gonna support you with the green screen lighting.
Hey eCourse Adventurers, my name's Blair. I've been working with the eCourse Adventure behind the scenes, as you might know by now, helping create the worlds, and I'm about to give you some tips on lighting and green screen work. So some of the things that you want to look at is lighting up your subject so you can actually see me. The other thing is lighting up the green screen so it's consistent. So you might be able to see, depending on the video, there's a few spots that are not being lit up properly. If we had a wide angle right now, this would be a problem up over here in this corner. So having another light over there and filling that up a little bit, and then moving your lights into place, so therefore they're both acting, because we only have, we have this awesome 3 light set that's been really phenomenal for us to work with, but at the same time we've had to work at doing double duty with them because they're taking away some of the shadows. So the more consistent the green screen is behind, the easier it is to actually do your chroma key work with it, and you don't have to use as much time, which is good. So little things like wrinkles, you'll play with it and see, and you might have to fix it a little bit, but that's not too bad actually. So that's it. And so you want a nice consistent light. Now when you get too close to the green screen, you can start seeing my shadows, and that will be an issue, and you'll look like it'll give you the sense of depth between you and whatever's behind you, which will give it away that you're not actually in that space. So you want to be able to move where there's no shadows. So if I'm here, that's probably pretty good now, but I'm starting to get dark because I'm starting to get behind the lights, as you can see. So you want, this is the ideal lighting for me, but not for the green screen. So moving everything back will be more ideal. Once you have the ideal depth between the green screen and your subject, one of the things that you want to start looking at is what is your background in the environment that you're working in. So right now we're working on our Slick Rick rap battle video, and it's going to be on a stage. If I remember, there's some backlighting coming from a spotlight, but it looks like it's fairly evenly lit. But what we'll do is we'll look at that background and then start looking at how the shadows are on us in the subject so we actually fit in more appropriately. And that will help the viewer's eye just think it's real. And so therefore, when we've done things with the Great eCourse Adventure and the sun is in the picture coming from over here, then we want this big top light coming from that direction. So my shadows on the face will also match the shadows that are occurring in the scene, which are very important things. So understanding where is the light coming from and then moving your lights that way. So this scene's going to be fairly dark, yet it's on stage, so we can kind of get away. It'll be an easy one to work with in this regard, because you know, stage lighting is to light up your subject, but we could also get away with it being a little darker too. So we'll play with it, then we'll open up your laptop and look at the background. But that's an important part of lighting.
So that's it. Once you get your green screen up, set your lights up, watch this video again to remind yourself before you start shooting. And one of the most important things is you just need lots of lights. As you can see right up here, we've got a row of lights. We found those at the garbage dump, and then we rewired them and hung them up. It literally took a few hours from start to finish. And then we got this simple lighting kit, which is a photography lighting kit we got on Amazon. And other than that, you know, a giant piece of green fabric that costs like $25, $30 on Amazon as well. And you're off to the races. You can start creating universes. We want to see what you're building, what you're doing with your green screens at home. So post some videos, send us some emails. We would love to hear from you. We'd love to see what you're creating and to support you in that process of self-discovery and creativity. This is supposed to be creative. So watch more of our videos, check out more of our blog links, all that sort of stuff. We'll see you next time.